Hi, welcome to Good Deeds Real Estate with a Mission. I'm Diane Davidson. This is Bill Weidacker. It never gets old and it never changes from week to week. We are with the Fine Homes Group at Keller Williams, here to talk about real estate and a little bit about giving back today. Yeah.
Well, how about a lot?
Okay.
Because it's I gotta say, if there's anything that's important, is that you have a passion that exceeds beyond the profession that you're in, and we're passionate about giving back, and many know, but not everybody knows that we give a portion of our commission that we collect goes into scholarships. You want to expound upon it? And
Certainly. Yes.
why don't you then?
For many, we started a 501c3 almost a year ago now. And the Fine Homes Group team, we pledge $100 for each closing that we have. To date, we're in excess of $100,000.
$100,000.
Yes, awarded to local youth. It's usually seniors graduating from high school, but there's often a special scholarship for someone in extenuating circumstances, or it's usually someone in college who's had some sort of obstacle, hurdle, whatever that they need help with. And we have a focus. We make sure now that we're focusing, we've tried to, but now it's very deliberate, focusing on seniors graduating that are not necessarily going to follow an academic path, but rather get into a trade, because Lord knows we all need it. And I feel that sometimes our educational system is not as attentive to kids who want to follow those paths. So we make it a point to look for those.
Well, think of some of the entrepreneurs that have built really successful businesses in our community. They've gone to trade schools.
Mm-hmm.
They're running large plumbing companies, electricians, and the like. What's the least we've ever given in scholarships
In a year?
in a year?
Oh, you said there'd be no math. So we weren't so good at keeping track of it in the beginning.
Maybe
But
the first
the
year?
first year was $1,000. Was just spontaneous. We were at Canoe, which I miss, and we were having a client appreciation party, and we just thought we were sort of we were inspired by Keller Williams, that every year for the agent appreciation evening, the scholarship was granted to a child of Keller's agent or employee, right? And so, and the parent didn't even know. The kids had to write up. We sent out
Right.
invitations in and tell funny stories or great stories about their family. Anyway, so originally that was $1,000, and one year we had an anonymous donor who was an agent in our office, and went up to $5,000. I think it's now $10,000. But when it was back at $1,000, we decided when we had the first big client appreciation party to, by the way, it's client and friends, because sometimes people.
This is a really long answer.
Well, the EC said we'd fill the 10 minutes. What can I say? Anyway, so $1,000 the first year.
And what's the most we've ever
I'm
given?
not telling you.
Well,
It's obviously
was it
longer. I'm
more
not
than
telling you.
$15,000?
Yes.
Okay. Was it more than 17,000?
So if I have
Please.
to not get the right number without going over,
Or just tell me what it was.
16. Keeping track well. I know 1 year it was 18,000, because there were a couple of times there may have been wine involved where we decided to double it during the evening.
So that's how you get to over $100,000. You give more. You give more than you were planning to.
Yeah.
Up until recently, all of that money was generated from the closings that the Fine Homes Group had. It wasn't extra money that our clients gave or anything like that. Now that we're a 501c3, I guess
People can.
Well, people have always come to us and said, "Can we write you a check?" Because the event is so great. But I also think that the need is so great.
Yep.
There's so many kids. Well, the applications that come in every year blow me away. There's tens and tens and tens and tens of applications.
You're not going to ask me how many?
Well,
It's the one I might know.
50, 100,
Over 100.
over 100 applications.
It's so funny. I get so nervous. Like, we only have 30. And next thing I know, we have 142. But so yeah, I think we had 12 the first year and 50 something the second year. And then we always eclipse 100, which is great. It's really interesting to read through them. And it was just, there's some years, it's been a really a great.
So when we say we have a mission, I mean, it's really a passion that we're mission driven on, and that is just to generate closings that generate money that can go into
Yeah.
the scholarship fund.
Yeah, I think it's important. I mean, that this about me, and I know it about you, that we like to support businesses that are giving back somewhere into something that we believe in. And there's no lack of need. I want to, since we're talking about this, give a shout out to Walmart in Hooksett. Although Manchester, I think, operates the same way, but they were amazingly helpful when our team down in Boston, pledged to feed 500 families for Thanksgiving. And that means the big storage tub that, Oven Ace, that we bought from Oven Ace, and we did 100 of them. We filled them with all the fixins. We get turkeys and rented a U-Haul, drove it all down. Well, it turned out Walmart and Hooksett, we were kind of flailing around shopping in there the day I had to bring the stuff down to Boston, and it's like they came out of the woodwork to help. It was just unbelievable. And so as a result, they met the managers, and now we have this and they loaded the U-Haul and have told us that next year, if we just want to let them know what we need, they will get it ready to go and give us our dedicated register, and off we'll go down 93 South. But today, and this is the second time it's happened, I got a call that they have some things that they need to, they hear from Arkansas or from the region when it's time to move something out of the store. And I guess maybe there are managers somewhere that don't try to find a proper home for the things. So the first things were 2 giant Christmas trees, and they called me to see if I could home them. I think they're 12 feet tall or something.
12-foot
think-
Christmas
I
trees.
think so.
Yeah.
10, 12. I don't know. People always exaggerate about the ceilings. Maybe they did about those too. But I called the Boys and Girls Club in Manchester. We have a relationship there. It's one of the many charities that child-related charities that Cato Charities supports. Anyway, they were able to take them, and along with it came cases of socks and some other things. And today I got a call that there are 14 cases of frozen meat, and wondering if I could get those placed. So we placed them at, again, the Boys and Girls Club. It's always my first call because I know them there from helping with the 2 turkey baskets there. Anyway, so I'm going to, I haven't told you yet, but I'm going to be loading my car with, hopefully they fit, boxes of
That's
meat.
just fantastic because the relationships, they really do matter.
Yeah.
It's the relationships that drive this. And so I'm thrilled to hear that. Really thrilled.
So
And I'm thrilled to know that I'm not going to be not
That'll
doing
look
it.
and the thing is, honestly, it just happened spontaneously because Carla, one of the managers in Hooksett, started talking to me in the parking lot when we were finished loading up for Boston over Thanksgiving, and she said, when she's told that she has to get things out of the store, she's determined not to waste it, determined to place it. But she's got a full-time job, and so this is not me taking credit for anything. This is me giving credit to her, to the people who work there. It was Karen in the claims department who called me to tell me about the meat and asked me about. And so I just I think they're great, and I might go shopping there frequently. I don't know. I love it there. It's a great store and great people that work there.
Well, okay. We can't end on just this. I'm going to ask the question. What is this?
I actually meant to put it under the table before we start.
What is it?
It's bone broth.
Bone broth.
Yes. Is that the only question?
Oh, is this something you drink?
Yes.
You don't.
Get 18 to go.
Is it the collagen or?
I don't even know. You know what? Here's the thing, and this, but I'll share. I'm doing really trying to eat or drink a lot of protein and vegetables and stay away from starch and sugar. And anyway, so I started drinking bone broth, but mostly I've been drinking protein drinks and a lot of really great yogurt. There's something called what's it called? Macro. I guess I think it's a way of looking at all of the contents, like how many grams of protein versus how many. See, there goes the long answer again. Point is that I've started all these concoctions, and now I'm building up some content for Instagram.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I got some food hacks.
Food hacks that are high in protein. Okay.
Low in
Nothing to do with real estate, but very interesting for our listeners and our viewers to maybe stay tuned.
I'm really excited about it.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, listen, I think we got to put a wrap on this because
bow time.
You've given some good answers. Heavy on information.
When people say got a minute, I say I do, but you have to have a half an hour.
You don't have that
minutes.
kind of time.
Exactly. Okay, I guess that's it. So, one last thing I will say, if you know anybody who you think would be a good candidate for one of our scholarships, please reach out.
Yes.
ddavidson@kw.com would probably be easiest, and I can put them in, or they can go to fhggivesback.com. That's the site for the Fine Homes Group Scholars.
FHGgivesback.
Yeah.
.com.
I think that's right. Anyhow, yeah, so
Or call.
Yep.
Just call us.
yes, just call me 617-549-8989. That's a wrap for today.
See ya.